Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Poppy and Witchy Show, where we open blind packs. Only today we are not opening blind packs. In fact, for the next few videos we don't have any blind packs at all. I did mention before in several videos previously that we wanted to start branching away from just blind packs, do some crafty stuff that our friend Mr. Wilson had suggested. Right now though, all my crafts are upstairs and I don't have the energy to get up the stairs, so instead we are going to take a look at some book haul stuff I got recently. But before we do that, I have a couple new friends to introduce you guys to. Our first one is Rory. Isn't he so cute? He's a little fox, there's his ears, but he's dressed in his dino onesie for pajama night. And he has a Girl Scout Thin Mint scent chip up in his head from Build-A-Bear. He's the online exclusive, but you can, same with the online exclusives as their regulars, you can have them shipped to you unstuffed and take them to the store to stuff them. And then the next one is a gift from my boyfriend, and her name is Ostara for Easter, because she's a cute little pink fox. So those are our new friends. I do have another new friend, but he'll be in another video soon. So during spring break, we did a few things. First, I went up to Dallas to see my best friend and her fiance and work on some wedding plan stuff. She has her dress and all of us bridesmaids have our dresses now, so exciting stuff. Things are on the move there. While I was there, I also ordered from Etsy these adorable mushroom earrings that kind of match my hair, which is fading. I know, that'll be taken care of later this week. But these are from the Edwardian Witch, and I will tag her below in the comments. We also, you know, had our madness trip. I got some books. But then the second half of spring break, I got to see a friend who I haven't seen since the start of the pandemic. She is a truck driver, so shout out to all the truck drivers out there. My friend Wendy was in town before she starts her new route, which she, I believe, started recently or very, very soon. So we took her around town. We went and visited Bedrock City Comics. And while we were there, we decided to take a trip next door to the local half-price books, only to find out that they are closing. So, you know, my heart's broken because, you know, half price is where I always get my books. Like, who doesn't get their books at half price? Because they're so cheap. And they're nearby to the Barnes & Noble. Unfortunately, they're closing because they can no longer afford the rent at the place. The rent has increased, and they found it not financially feasible to continue renting that space, and they weren't able to find anything within reason either anywhere else. So now, since 2020, this is the second half-price books that has closed near us. The one down in Rice Village also closed in 2020, basically right when the pandemic was starting. And you know, that was a 3-story shop, and they had a massive sale, which is where most of my currently unread books came from. So of course I had to stop in at half price during spring break to get our stuff. They are now officially closed as of today. So the next video will be my book haul from there. But let's go ahead and look at what I got while we were at half price during spring break. First, I found Christopher Pike. Oh, I should have taken these tags off before the video. But this is Christopher Pike. This is his novel, The Listeners. So I used to read Christopher Pike books all the time in high school, him and R.L. Stine. This is actually one of his thicker ones, as you can see. I do have one of his newer ones, which is a vampire line, which is like this thick. So that's pretty cool. But I got that from another seller online. I did focus on trying to get some more books for my classroom because it looks like I will, of course, continue teaching for the next, how many years till retirement? 30, 40 years? So I'm always looking to add to my book collection from my library classroom. I always read the books first before I bring them to the classroom. So this one called to me because, you know, more bones, obviously scary stories. So a whole bunch of short stories. So yeah, perfect for Halloween. I'm kind of in that Halloween mood. That's just kind of my default. While we were at, oh, I have one more. I got a coloring book because, you know, why not? And it's all based on the home. And look at that library setup. Look at that. You know, the dream to have an in-home library, which we're getting more library shelves. My boyfriend's going to be ordering some soon. I'm so excited because right now we both have a whole bunch of books and our Legos and stuff spread across the floor because there's no space on the library shelves anymore. We also, like I said, stopped at, brain fart here. Bedrock City Comics. There we go. I did get another stuffy fin there. I got the pumpkin spice squishable in the small version, that big. You may see her in my Instagram picnic with a book sometime soon. But I also snagged a great illustrated or a classic illustrated comic book. I collect these, you know, being the diehard reader and literary teacher that I am. And so this is H.G. Wells, The Island of Dr. Moreau. I have not read the original, but it does look very interesting. So I will be reading that and possibly reading the original if I find enough time in the day someday, probably during summer when I've got a little bit more free time to read the original. We also did stop at a local little free little library thing. Sorry, my phone is slipping again. That's the problem with filming downstairs is I don't have my tripod. Anyhow, we stopped at a free little library that is in front of one of our neighbors' houses, a couple streets over, and I picked a couple books to read and possibly bring into the classroom. First, we have Bad Guys, which is apparently also a soon-to-be major motion picture. I don't know if that one exists yet. I would assume so since this was in the free little library. So if you've seen it, let me know how it is down in the comments. I also picked up this one, Supernatural Society. So the cover really intrigued me. So again, Supernatural, Halloween, you know, why not? And of course we had to take, I really slipped there. Sorry guys. We did take Wendy to my favorite store in the mall, and we took her to Box Lunch where we picked up some Harry Potter stuff, of course, because why not? However, I will in the future be purchasing not as many Harry Potter items because everybody knows the whole issue going on with her. However, I still, you know, of course, love the books. We all do. On that note, pay attention to my next video because I'm actually going to be covering some books that seem really similar to Harry Potter and were published before that were possibly inspirations for J.K. Rowling. So if you want to continue your love of magical schools and adventures, then I can provide some recommendations for those. But I did find a hoodie I currently have in my car because I wear it at work when it gets cold in my classroom. But they have a purple hoodie with a Deathly Hallows symbol on the front, so I have that. You might see it in a future video. And I also picked this up. I have a sign in my classroom that says Mischief Managed. So of course I had to get a sign pointing to Hogwarts. So hopefully I might be able to find somebody who also makes Hogsmeade ones. Or, you know, a whole bunch of other stuff from the story like Leaky Cauldron, Dagon Alley, and so on. And then I can decorate my classroom with those and they not be officially licensed products. But on that note, I did splurge a little bit when we went to Barnes & Noble with her to try to look for a specific book she was looking for. I splurged because in the tarot section, so in the New Age religion section, I found something I could not pass up. And I found the Harry Potter Tarot. Some magical meditations, not exactly tarot, but, you know, very similar. And we're going to take a look and review a few of these images today. So first, look at the bag. Perfect. The silhouette of Hogwarts, or the outline of Hogwarts. And then here's the booklet with the information. We'll just go ahead and flip to a random page. Is that what you can see? And let's see. Yep, that is the boggart that Neville saw, and we're making it funny. So we have that with the ridiculous spell. And then let's go ahead and take a look at the cards. I have high hopes. Okay, they are, before I take off the little sleeve. So we have the Flights of Fancy, but this card at the back is a different card, but I do love the faded vignette looking thing there. The classic little stars, only this is like a sun rather than the star in the Harry Potter books. Let me go ahead and pop this open. So we have a whole color scheme, ombre, faded, pastel, rainbow thing. So let's just take a look at one from each of these colors. So there we have the Flights of Fancy. It looks like all of them in one color are all called Flights of Fancy. So we have the Felix Felicis, also known as Liquid Luck. And then the next one is wizards in the Harry Potter films use a wide variety of spells, charms, and enchantments for their work. If you could use one spell from the Harry Potter films, what would it be? What about that particular spell is so appealing? So these are also little prompts. That's kind of cool. Then we have the green ones, and they're called Resistance. Obviously, that is the Sword of Gryffindor. So let's go ahead and pop one over here. You can pause to read that. Let's see. Experiencing loss, and there we go with the Horcrux, the Resurrection Stone. And the first one is about Snape and how he's a deeply complicated character who still, of course, bullied teens, which is never allowed. We've been seeing a lot of that in the news lately with teachers slapping students around. Obviously, they should not be teaching. Then we have personal growth, and that is the time turner that was given to Hermione so she could take multiple classes. Let's see, this one's question says, what obstacles have you overcome in your life, and how did they shape your growth? Some of them have quotes, like this one says, I don't belong here, I belong in your world at Hogwarts. That was Harry Potter from Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. And then we have Battling Our Fears, and that is the locket, Snape's locket, the other Horcrux, or another Horcrux, I should say. Words are, in my not-so-humble opinion, our most inexhaustible source of magic, capable of both inflicting injury and remedying it. This was from Dumbledore in Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. It says, words matter. Do you have a particular quote or personal mantra that you use to get through difficult times? If not, spend some time today thinking about it and see if there's anything that comes to you. It would be a great comfort or help for the next time you need it. So when I started teaching French as a long-term sub, and the kids were really getting on my nerves, I was still learning the ropes of being a teacher without having anybody there to really guide me, because I was not in an official teaching program at that point yet to earn a certification. I would get very frustrated throughout the day with the students, but I always kept it to myself. In the morning, I just started telling myself when I got up, as I was getting ready, putting on my makeup, putting on my clothes, I was just like, today's going to be a great day, nothing's going to bother me, today's going to be a great day, nothing's going to bother me. So that mantra has come up a lot recently in the last 2 years. So I do have a personal mantra. Our next one is Values and Beliefs, featuring Fawkes the Phoenix. This one says, while we may come from different places and speak in different tongues, our hearts beat as one. Also from Dumbledore, and this is from Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. So it's talking about extending values. And then let's see, get to our next color. They don't want to separate. We have relationships with Hedwig. Let's see. The Fidelis Charm is a very difficult spell that conceals a secret such as a person's location. By entrusting it to a single person's soul, the information cannot be revealed through coercion or duress. It can only be revealed if the secret keeper chooses to reveal it. This makes it one of the most powerful and important spells in the wizarding world. And then it asks, who would you choose to be your secret keeper? So this was the spell used to protect Harry's parents the night that Voldemort was coming, and their secret keeper revealed their location. Let's see. And our last one is Identity, featuring our Sorting Hat. So let's just take a look at the very back card then. Okay, on their first night at Hogwarts, first-year students are sorted into one of the 4 houses: Gryffindor, Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw, and Slytherin. Each house embodies different qualities. Gryffindors are renowned for their courage and determination, Ravenclaws for their wit and wisdom, and Hufflepuffs for their patience and loyalty, and Slytherins for their pride and ambition. If you could attend Hogwarts, which house do you think you would belong in, and why? So if I do not know that information about you yet, you can always drop your house down in the comment section. Of course, y'all know I am a Hufflepuff. So that is our haul from spring break. And in the next video, I will do a closeout haul from Half Price Books. So until next time, y'all have a magical day.